Good morning from a pretty exciting chateau where I have woken up to find that the lake is back. Admittedly, it rained in the night, but nothing like that amount, so we must have had flooding much further upstream. That's what it's going to look like in future, though it will start a little bit further back than it does now, 10 meters further back. But this is giving us a really good idea of what the lake is going to look like. Today is the day of the chapel meeting. Once a week we have a big meeting with the architect and all of the restorers. And today we are going to be able to unveil the new chandeliers for the chapel to the architect, because Philip and I have just been to Maastricht to pick them up from a specialty ecclesiastical antique store. This is the picture we first saw when they told us that they had found 4 chandeliers from the 1880s for us. So only 15 years younger than the age of our chapel. So it seemed absolutely perfect. They're neo-Gothic in style, but as you can see, they're a bit tarnished, dull, old, and they said that as part of the price they would clean them for us, but I wasn't expecting what we found when we actually went to collect them. So now we're going to go back in time to when Philip and I collected them in Maastricht. We have arrived at the shop to collect the chandeliers for the chapel, and as you can see on this side, this shop specialises in ecclesiastical antiques. When we were here in Maastricht last time, we happened to be walking past this shop and wandered in out of just curiosity, and I was blown away by the beauty of the objects for the churches. This is the most incredible shop, and you can see why we asked them to help us source the chandeliers when we saw absolute beauties like this lamp. I just love the neo-Gothic styling on this one. I've become a huge fan of the neo-Gothic, I think because of discovering the intricate beauties of the chapel at Lalande. I love these. I'm sorry, I don't know the correct terminology for a lot of the things in here, but these wonderful arches to hold statues or crosses. Well, this one is perfect for the chapel. It's just the right styling. And then, of course, there are the incense burners, the statues, the vestments, the crosses, the sanctuary lamps, and of course, the relics.
I think these would look really nice in that one.
Oh, they're extraordinary. And we do actually need to start looking for the candelabra lights for on the altar.
Yeah.
But the set of chandeliers came to €7,000, so it's a very big outlay for the chapel. But we did want to go ahead and do it because we want to get the lighting in as soon as possible, because until the electrician has finished, we can't finish painting the walls, because he's going to be chasing wires into 2 of the walls. And of course, the restorers will be working on those walls after he's done that work. So we had a bit of a time crunch.
And also I've been looking for a while and I have not been able to find a set of 3 or more of neo-Gothic chandeliers. They're very difficult to find.
Oh my goodness, they've been cleaned so beautifully. Wow, the photo that we saw looked nothing like that. They are stunning. Okay, they are going to look incredible. I am really amazed at how beautiful they are. I think seeing them in person is completely different. I wasn't expecting them to be this sparklingly clean and wonderful. And I think these date from the 1880s. So I think they're about 15 years younger than our chapel. I mean, which makes them exactly the same kind of neo-Gothic period. And you can see exactly that styling with the Gothic arches. They're perfect. They'll fit in so beautifully. I love them. The question is, can we get 4 of them in the car? I'm feeling pretty positive about it. They're not very, very wide, and we chatted to the architect about that. And when we looked in the space, we felt as there are going to be 3 of them, we did want them to be fairly narrow, but quite tall, so that we continue that look of the chapel being very tall and thin. Philip's on a steep learning curve with the car, trying to work out how to take this piece out. Have you got it? Oh, great. I think that's going to be better. Yeah. Lancelot is keeping an eye on the proceedings with great interest. In other cars, this would be a very unusual sight, wouldn't it, Lancelot? But there is something about living at Lalande that means something like this seems just what you usually do, transporting ecclesiastical chandeliers for the restoration of a 19th century chapel. What do you think of them, Lancelot? Pretty good? Yeah, I think they passed the test. Yeah. Well, this is getting increasingly impressive by the second, and I've got to say, I think Lancelot looks as though this is the life he was born to. Let's keep our fingers crossed that that shuts. No, it doesn't like that at all.
Do you see that?
Nice. We just got back last night, so this is all very exciting. The meeting with the architect and the builders and Benoit has gone really well. They've left now. They only pop in the morning on a Friday for our weekly meeting because they don't work on a Friday usually. Because they come from so far away and they actually stay in gîtes in the local area when they're here, they have a long weekend every week. Things are going so well. The gilder did a lot of work this week, and you can see the golden crosses now gleaming on the columns that are in the darkest corner of the chapel. And suddenly we can see the artist's original vision with them. And another exciting thing is that they cleaned up the tiny little piece of skirting board that remained and realized that it had a fine green line on it, which sounds very simplistic. It is very simple, but actually when you see it, it just finishes off the chapel perfectly. This was the original piece of skirting that remained, and they have remade it in the colours that it would have been, and they've just made it a little bit thicker than the original, and that's so that it can withstand the humidity a little better, and it will be placed so that there's a tiny air gap behind it so that the air can continually circulate and stop it from rotting. And the really exciting bit is going to be the painting between this band and the skirting itself. There's only one area of the chapel that still has a tiny fragment of that because, of course, the base of the walls is the area that was most affected by the damp, so we lost nearly everything there. The remnant is over in this corner, and you can see that it's actually extremely detailed. It's tiny little motifs and then all of these bands, and apparently within it there's also du drapé, they call it, so it looks like folds of fabrics. I can't see where they've seen that, but apparently it has that too. And Benoit has told me that this is going to be the hardest of all of the designs to do in the chapel. They can't tackle it until all of the scaffolding has gone and the floor has been done, because they think they're actually going to have to lie on the floor to get the best result. The current plan is for the gilder to return, not this week, but next week, and try to finish all of the gold and palladium work in the two upper levels. After that, the paintwork specialist will work on getting both of those two upper levels completely finished by the end of July, because that's when the scaffolding should be coming down, ready for the August holidays. And as soon as the August holidays are over, because obviously in France, no one works in August, but at the end of the August holidays, the builders will come in and take up all of the flooring so that they can put it all back perfectly once the electrician has put all of the wiring underneath. And the architect loves the new chandeliers that we've just brought back. They're going to look absolutely amazing in place. Just these finishing touches that make us realise we're nearly there. I'm sure you can all recognise where I am. This chateau has become an icon of the triumph of hope over reason, and it is working. Hope is winning, and Dan is managing to build it so beautifully. And today he's got the very last floor of the chateau in. So we're all here to celebrate with a barbecue, and also it's Nick the tree surgeon's birthday. So big celebrations today. There's also just one other tiny little exciting thing that's happening here today. I'm here to collect a very exciting person and whisk him back to Lalande. You've finally done it.
Finally done it. We're at the top.
And you've lasted another year without Dan finishing you off, so congratulations.
I did try.
You keep trying.
On that side.
Yeah.
Speaking of that side, there's someone hiding behind a pillar.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
We need to stop meeting like this.
Behind Dan's pillars.
Very close view you've got, Michael.
Lancelot is very impressed. Philip is very worried. And Dan is very proud.
Yeah, it's a big day.
It's a huge day.
It's a big day.
I mean, I didn't film on the way up because I was kind of, had a dog in one hand and a ladder in the other. But every single room is stunning.
Yeah, since you were last here, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't able to walk into
this
them.
whole wing, nothing was here 4 weeks ago. Every floor's been put in the last 4 weeks. From the bottom basement, the wall in the basement, all the way up.
You are a machine. There's these the cogs. Look at the view from this top floor balcony. And although this is all of the main floors in, there remains a tiny tower to be rebuilt, which will also have 2 more floors in it, so even higher views. Hello! Tiny person down below!
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Never not yelling down from balcony. No, it's just my thing. What can I say?
Is this thing structurally sound?
Yes. Maybe not for two people, hey? Even Lancelot's trying to tell us to get off the balcony. Okay, darling, I'm off the balcony.
It was more the leaning.
I'm off the balcony.
The leaning on the railing. The leaning.
What do you think?
Oh, I think it's amazing. Like he's done a sterling job.
Oh, he's done us all proud.
He's done a...
Look at this. Look at this room. I mean, I'm not actually going to step into it just now. Yeah, I will not do that. But mind you, I'll tell you what, the drops are much less terrifying than they used to be. It's just stunning. The man's a genius.
It's until we did the first floor from the basement up. When we looked up, we kind of realised that is a solid bit of construction, like, because it's all beams that way and this way and the other way, so it'll hold a lot of people. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, it should be. I mean, around here is a bit squidgy, but.
How long's it been since you two have seen each other?
Oh, it's been too long.
You saw each other in London, though, didn't you?
We did, yeah.
We did. We had a little meet up. Well, it was just very short, just one drink.
Short, yeah.
This is going to be like the nicest room.
Guns split as to whether this should be an entertaining space or the world's biggest bedroom. I think it's bigger than my flat in London.
World's biggest bedroom sounds pretty good because you look through to that bit as well.
Exactly.
Oh, it's stunning. Do you have a favourite room?
No, I don't. Every room changes so much the second that another floor goes on.
Yeah.
And then working out which times of day it looks the nicest and which balconies have the nicest views at different parts of the year.
It's so weird because I thought the rooms would feel shorter when the floors went in, but they feel way taller.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre how it's done that.
Has he met the puppies yet?
No, neither have we. Can we meet the puppies?
You be careful, dear.
Yeah, it's not me I'm worried about, it's Lancelot.
Oh, it'll be fine.
It's okay, I've actually got Nick at the bottom as well. Okie dokie. Come on.
How about you go down one piece first? Oh my god.
Darling.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I've got him and I've got the lead.
Terrifying.
Yeah, this feels a little scarier than the ladder in many ways. Okay, yeah, I think we've got this Lancelot. We're all over this now. Lancelot's never happier than when with another dog. Come on, my darling. Well, it's not just construction work, is it? People would pay a lot. This is like an Athena poster from the 90s. Two tough men and tiny puppies. Hello, darling.
No, sure.
They're almost bigger than Lancelot, to be fair. No, I know, that's the cutest thing. They're so beautiful. How do you get any work done here? You spend all your time just stroking puppies.
We go check on them regularly. When we say check, we don't mean play with them. No, we check them.
Check up, make sure
They're all right.
Liverpool. Yeah.
Well, aren't you the happiest of accidents in the world?
Don't give the boy a complex. Mommy and Daddy didn't really want you, but we're very happy that you're here now.
This is heaven. Best party ever. Well, that's got to be the cutest video I've taken ever on the Chateau Diaries.
Could be a good Tinder photo.
Give it a go, yeah.
Is this what you're going to be using in the kitchen of the chateau as well? You've got them ready.
They're actually a replica.
Oh my god, you've got different animals. I was being sarcastic at first, but these are amazing. Can't believe it. Oh, I want the tiger. Okay, I'm putting that aside straight away. What do you want? What animal do you want? Tiger? Yeah, we are tigers.
Sure, yeah.
I'm putting them in animal groupings, obviously,
Yeah,
so
no,
people
thank
can
you.
choose the right one. Oh, you've only got one zebra, making the zebra especially rare. I thought you'd like the zebra.
So much.
Life could not be better. Cold rosé from a pink paper cup, a delicious burger, and wait till you see what Dan's cooking now. Kebabs. Are they prunes or olive prunes? Chicken and prunes. Did you make these? Yes. I am impressed. Not just someone who can put together a ruined chateau in no time at all.
Someone else sing with me.
Happy birthday, dear Nick. Happy birthday to you.
My God, they harmonise.
It has turned into the most beautiful day after just raining continually for nearly 24 hours.
Yes.
And now we're all in the car together. Michael's with us and we're heading back for the guest dinner at Lalande.
It's the Perle et Barbeau again. It's the Marie Antoinette service.
Nice.
Because there's 9 of us tonight, and I've got 9 soup plates, and Marie's made soup.
Woohoo!
Sounds fantastic.
You are one of the only people on this planet I know who could actually be excited about the plates as well, Michael.
Well, I hear they're a design related to Marie Antoinette.
She had them in Le Petit Trianon.
She did die on my birthday, the 16th of October, so we have a connection, yes.
Ooh, you were messy with these plates. Here we are, back at Lalande. The lake's gone again. There's quite a bit of water in there, but yeah, no lake anymore.
All of that was complete.
Yeah, it was full. Someone is pretty wildly happy to be home. Is this the person you're most excited to see? Yay! Hello! I love it when you're holding your giant carrot because it always means something fun for dessert. Oh, and little carrots as well.
Little carrots.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
And chicken. Okay, so we're having chicken.
Confit chicken.
Mmm. And
This is
what is this for? Okay, secret. All right, that's yours.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, seriously.
what? I don't need to please.
Whenever there are pastries lying around the kitchen, they're leftover breakfast and they need eaten. Oh, you are already tidying.
Yeah, that doesn't go in the dishwasher though. So I have to wash it up.
Philip, I think this might be my favourite. I say that every time, but I think I like this more than the even more restrained one you did last time. You used the yellow chargers with it. Okay, I absolutely love it. Just stunning.
I think Marie's ready, so I'm gonna...
Welcome to guest dinner. I can't believe how pretty this is, Marie, honestly. I think this might be the prettiest soup yet.
Well, florist / cook, you know, there's always flowers on the plate, isn't there? So we're starting our meal with a shellfish Thai soup with scallops, seared, and it's based on coconut and a bit of Thai curry paste.
Thank you so much. It's gorgeous, thanks. Bon appetit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what's this? Is this radish?
Yes,
This looks delicious.
radish from the garden. Here we have glazed radish with carrots together with confit of chicken thigh, broad beans from the garden, and an apricot and curry sauce.
Looks like
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, we finish off the evening with something sweet. It's a lemon posset with a flambéed torch meringue, and then there's a madeleine.
We have had the most wonderful evening. It's so nice having Michael here with all of our guests. But Lancelot and I have come up to edit tonight's video whilst Philip's still downstairs. And he's been so spoilt because tonight one of our guests brought him this wonderful blanket that she'd knitted for him herself. And another has brought him the cutest rabbit, which he's been playing with all evening. And he's quite worn himself out. So it's good night from both of us, and I can't wait to see you next on Sunday when I'll be able to show you Mummy, Percy and Jerry all arriving at the chateau tomorrow, all going well. Fingers crossed.